Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our XCOM 2 War of the Chosen Let's Play, where I've got a new character for you guys today, and hopefully we will have a couple more characters moving forward here if we're able to get back on track with the recruitment thing that we were doing in the last episode. In the last episode, we also found ourselves on a rescue mission back in Novgorod, the city that we just can't seem to escape, pulling a VIP and their escort out of a very, very lost-ridden part of the city, and we were able to do that, even though the Chosen, Mordena, decided to show up and try to sabotage things for us. We were able to take her down, not actually kill her, but we were able to take her down and send her running off with her tail between her legs to almost certainly come back and harass us again later. So, let's take a look at our new character, and then we will go ahead and dive on into some actual gameplay. So, to the Armory, and we'll go ahead and view our soldiers. Now, regarding Aiko, I haven't been able to get her loadout working. For whatever reason, we've addressed this before. It says that she has a pistol and a melee weapon equipped, even though she very clearly does not. And so I can't give her the katana that I initially intended for her. I've tried playing around with the console commands a little bit, and I'm going to continue to do that to see if I can get it to work. The issue there is that I couldn't do it without resetting her. Well, I wasn't able to do it, period, but I didn't fully try. But what I did try, essentially reset her as a character, and so she had all new abilities, and it just made a mess of things. So I don't want to have to do that. But as of right now, I can't really equip her with anything because the game seems to register that her loadout is full of all sorts of things that she doesn't have. So, for example, as our secondary weapon, we have these options, but she cannot carry an auto pistol or a regular pistol or a melee weapon because the game thinks she already has all of those things, which she very clearly does not. It would be impossible for her to carry all those, by the way, but the game doesn't seem to recognize that. And if we try to do it in the utility slot, it's the same deal. So, again, I have no idea how to fix that. If you guys know how, let me know. What I've tried doing is using console commands to change her class. And unfortunately, that resets her abilities in the process. It does sort of reset her inventory, but it wasn't clear to me if I swapped her back to Soldier so that I can continue leveling her up, whether or not that would actually fix it or if it would just revert back to the problem we're having now. So I'm a bit stumped regarding that, but we'll just kind of continue on with her current loadout until that's fixed. So let's go ahead and take a look at our new character here. Soonbach was submitted by Thomas Hindle, and she is our first civilian combatant, I guess you could say. Everybody else has prior, like organized military experience. She started off as just a regular person who eventually joined up with the Resistance and is now part of XCOM. So let's go ahead and take a look at her biography, and then we'll look at her loadout, and then we'll move on. Alright, so she's from Seoul, South Korea. She's one of the younger members of XCOM at 29, and so her first contact with the aliens came when her hometown was attacked. Mostly by accident, she managed to plant a knife in the heart of a sectoid that had tried to take refuge in her home from the battle raging outside. As soon as she was old enough to fight, she joined the local resistance movement to try to defend her home. Now with XCOM, she's fighting to take it back. And you can see she is sort of assault focused. She's got a shotgun and a melee weapon. So she's going to fill a similar role to what Aiko was initially intended to fill. And we'll probably build her, let's see, partially as an assault character. We also have the Ranger specialization, which is more melee focused, if I can find it. There it is. So this will give her more abilities for her melee weapon, which will be nice. And then we may give her a bit of scout as well. So we'll probably be choosing from those three depending on how well we think those particular abilities fit for her. And of course, as she gains additional XP from missions that we can kind of grab from multiple at the same time. And she's obviously got just a regular shotgun here, the katana, and then a smoke and a frag grenade, just like everybody else carries. And her loadout will change slightly as we go on, but that's what she's got for now. Alright then, so just a quick review of what we've got going on here. Power relay's 2 days out from completion. Alien debris here is 4 days out. I'm not sure what we're going to build there. We need a proving grounds, and we need an infirmary would be nice. So that's something we need to look at as well. And I'm sure there's other things, but those are probably the two most pressing. When this finishes, we'll obviously take a closer look at that. But that's sort of where we're at for now. And we're also currently researching something that will make the proving ground build even faster. So that'll probably be the first thing we do based on that. Alright, so let's hop back to the bridge, and if I'm not mistaken, because we just did a big quest there, we're going to have a lot of stuff happen. We're also at the end of the supply period or whatever, so we're going to be getting new supplies very shortly here as well.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
Well, apparently it's happening right now.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Alright, so Avatar did make a bit of progress, or at least the Avatar project made a bit of progress, and then a new facility was constructed, so the aliens did get a little bit done on our watch, but we were able to complete quite a bit more than them, as you can see here. So our income is going to be 282. We'll have to fly over and collect that fairly soon.
Our friends in the Resistance have shared what they know of these so-called Chosen the Elders have sent after us. It sounds like we should expect these things to actively hunt us until we take them out.
You should only
And they will.
I find you before the others do. They aren't nearly as civil.
Alright, anyways, apparently she's in on all of our conversations, but anyway, they will actively hunt us. If we let her knowledge get up too high, she will actually come attack us. I don't know if it's like game over or if we have to fight her off, but hopefully we don't have to find out. Okay, so she can actively attempt to sabotage us. That is something that we will want to look out for. I don't know what this does, but I'm sure we'll find out. Alright, and then we have some dark events on the horizon. There's 3 this time. I'm going to spend the intel to reveal this because we have 122, so even in doing this we'll have over 100 left. And it'd be nice to know what all of my options are. Okay, so the first one is that the aliens are improving their threat response. So reinforcements will be guaranteed on all of our Guerrilla ops. It's not really that bad. Let's see. Advent return fire. So missed shots on Advent officers and priests will trigger return fire. Not that bad either. We can certainly live with that. And then, let's see. The collectors. So the Chosen double their efforts to hunt the commander, seeking to capture XCOM soldiers at every opportunity. I don't know how exactly that'll play out, because I thought they were already doing that, and we were always kind of operating under the assumption that they were. So I don't know if any of these would be like really bad. We'll probably decide this based on the actual mission parameters, because there isn't one of these that stands out to me as, you know, critical over the others. So new alien facility is going to be up in 3 weeks, and then we have a retaliation strike in 2 weeks. So we definitely need to be ready very soon. Not going to bother swapping this here. We'll just stick with what we've got.
We've got a shot at hitting the Elders hard, something we haven't tried before. You up for it, Commander?
Let's see. So we've got some new stuff here. We can still hunt the Chosen. Can't send anybody out on that yet. We don't have any sergeants that are ready. We only have a handful of sergeants, and most of them are currently too tired or too wounded to lead a resistance op. This is new, though. So this will increase our combat intelligence. It's basically another training mission with the Reapers. We can also recover loot. What would that give me? That'll give somebody who's already a sergeant a promotion, so that would be worth doing for the promotion alone. Our reward is loot, but it's not clear as to how. And then we'd have to spend intel to potentially negate any risk of capture. Capture risk is low, though. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can send somebody on this one. So someone who needs will, and then we'll send a scientist along because we have one just kicking around. We have two kicking around. So Fei Zhang is on that one. And let's see. Who could use more will? Who has the lowest will currently? You can't... Why are you like grayed out? That's odd. I might send Zhang. At 42, he's pretty low. Actually, Runa is a bit low as well. Let's send Runa to get her a bit more. And she seems like the stealthy type. Plus, she's also, again, a sniper, so it kind of makes sense that we're sending... from a roleplay perspective, sending our snipers to train with the Reapers, because that's kind of what they do. Alright, so let's confirm that. And because the scientist is along with her, there shouldn't be any risks at all.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
Oh god, that face. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So the supply drop's available. We're going to ignore that for just a second. There's also an ambush over here that would give us intel. We're not going to bother with that quite yet either. And so I want to finish getting these rookies and then we'll head to the supply drop, because I wouldn't mind more characters to send out on missions. Plus, the guerrilla tactics thing isn't actively training anybody right now, and I feel like to get the most out of it, it should basically always be training someone. So yeah, let's finish this. Plus, it's more characters to for me to customize based on your creations, so it's fun. Alright. What's happening now?
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
It's only one pip. I think we'll be fine. I believe hitting this black site will actually reduce it a little bit, so I think we'll be okay on that front.
Power relay now operational.
Cool. So that's going to increase our power by 3. We can also upgrade this or staff it to get more power from that. So that's what a power relay looks like. Let's see. Purchase upgrade. It's going to be 80 supply. Gives us an additional engineer slot. Those guys are all busy, so we won't bother there. But that's going to up us to 18. Again, with upgrades and engineers, we can get that higher and higher. We have an engineer on this. We also have an engineer there. We need an engineer there, though, because she's the one making the gremlins that we're using elsewhere. Let's leave these guys where they are, but when they're done, I'll probably send either an actual engineer or a gremlin to the power relay just to make that a little bit more efficient. And then we'll start opening up. Well, we'll start building. And once the engineers are done building, then we'll worry about opening up some more slots. Alright. So that's all taken care of for the moment. We're going to be interrupted very shortly by some research, but let's keep moving here.
It is just as I had hoped, Commander.
Okay, so this is going to have the construction time, the construction cost of the Proving Ground construction. We've been inspired for magnetic weapons. That is something worth looking into. Getting them this early would be fantastic. It's going to be 16 days, which is pretty lengthy, but that would put us ahead of the curve. I'm gonna do it. This might be ill-advised, but getting them early would be great. And I mean, that's factoring in the time of production as well, because even though we have the research, we still need to actually get the resources to build them. So we'll be able to start on that sooner. But they're still quite a ways out, even if it only takes us 16 days to research it.
That is an important task, Commander.
Okay. It's still going to be slow progress, but 16 days isn't bad at all for that project. Alright, so back to here. Debris is cleared. We'll go back to engineering. 50 supply for that. Let me back out and kind of get a better layout of how I want to organize this. So another thing we need is resistance comms. Increase the number of regions we can make contact with. That's going to be important as well, because we're currently at 2 out of 3. So this will take us up to, I don't know how many, to be honest. I think it starts with either 1 or 3, and then we can upgrade it further. This is going to be important too. I think I'm going to do a resistance comms.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So we've got 2 engineers clearing this out. As soon as they're done, we'll move one over here to get more power. We can also upgrade this. Cost me 80 supply though. We won't have enough to build the proving ground, although in 6 days we might, because we can go collect our income. So that might be worth doing. How long will that take? Is it instant? Let's try it.
Relay upgraded.
Okay, so that takes us up to 20. That'll be fine. And then we can put an engineer in here to get even more. I think it'll work out. Okay, back to the bridge. 2 more days on this. Hopefully uninterrupted. Nope. Okay, she's done. So she gained XP and she gained some will. That's great. I think she gets combat intelligence too. Let's assign a new one if we're able to. We actually have sergeants that can go now. We should probably start hunting her. Let's see who's ready to do this. I guess sending Outrider makes sense because she is like Mordena's one weakness, so she would be the best person to hunt her. Her will is good, so yeah, she's probably our best option. And then we can send 2 more soldiers of any rank. So who do we send? I'm thinking like Lucy, maybe Herman. Technically I don't need both of these guys because they're both heavy gunners, so I could send one of them as well. But I'll send Lucy and Herman. They make as much sense as anyone. And that will negate the risk of ambush. There's still a low risk of them being wounded. This will take 5 days to complete. It's shorter because we have an engineer or a scientist or something overseeing the resistance ring. And let's see, gain additional resistance orders and covert actions. So this is going to increase faction influence and hopefully tell us where we can find her and deal with her once and for all.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Okay, once again, back to the bridge. Alright, so that gains us a couple of rookies. It looks like... is that 4? Vanya, Aaron, June, and Sarah. Okay, so 4 rookies. So that'll be 4 new characters from you guys next episode. And then, yeah, we got to go pick up our supply drop. She looks pretty cool. Again, these are all going to change, though. Yeah, let's go get our supplies. And then... what was that again? Whatever. Get our supplies first, and then we'll worry about it. New targets for Guerrilla Ops. Let's review them. So, Operation Jagged Agony. There are a lot of G's in that word. Our reward is 168 supplies. This counteracts the collectors. Okay, and do we not have to choose? That's kind of nice. We'll probably have to choose between the other two, but we'll definitely want to do this. Intel suggests a high concentration of beast-like enemies at this mission site. That's interesting. It's a bit concerning. It's moderate difficulty. Well, oh no, we do have to choose. Let's see. We get an engineer. It's an easier mission. Always attempt to capture soldiers. I don't know what that means though, because they're already trying to. They have to incapacitate them, and then if you leave them incapacitated, they grab them. Does this mean now that they can grab them without incapacitating them first? Because that would be concerning. I'm actually gonna jump out and see if there's any info on this on the wiki, because I'd like to make an informed decision here. Otherwise, I'd take the easier mission than the engineer, because that's more use to me than 168 supplies could buy an engineer, but I think the engineer would be more immediately useful than supplies, because I already have enough supplies. It's also an easier mission too, so recover item, protect the device. Yeah, let's see what this means. Okay, so as far as I can tell, this just means that it's more likely that they'll attempt to grab a dazed soldier. I had always been operating under the assumption that they were always going to attempt that, so this really makes no difference to me. I think we're going to do the West Asian mission instead, Operation Brutal Spark, where we're going to try to nab this item and get an engineer out of it. So this will prevent Advent officers and priests from triggering return fire. Let's go ahead and confirm that.
For the West Asian corridor.
Alright, so we have to decide what team we want to run with here. That's going to be a difficult choice. It looks like Spectre is still exhausted, so Spectre Squad's probably a no-go. We could let Bones lead this one and give Reaper Squad a go. They haven't really seen any action yet. I mean, Bones has, but Reaper Squad as a unit hasn't. So we'll send you. We'll let you take the lead here. Hold on. I don't need tracer rounds on you. I want a smoke grenade and a frag grenade. That works for me. Maybe tracer rounds as well. Yeah, I mean, there's no downside, right? So we'll take them. Now, who's going to run with him? That's the question. We got all these new characters, but we're not going to bother with them yet. Zhang's ready to go. We haven't actually seen him in a mission, so he could be our heavy. I think we'll bring Aiko, because she's ready to go. Who else do we have? Antoine's ready. I don't know if explosive expertise is going to be super helpful here, but he is certainly an option. I mean, he's good at close range combat, so it's not like he's useless beyond his explosives. Let's bring him. And then for our 5th member, Sophia's too tired. Yuri's ready to go, but he leads Cypher's squad, so... Alexis. I wouldn't mind leveling Alexis up, to be honest. So even though she's part of Cypher's squad, I think we'll bring her, just to try to get her up to corporal rank. And let's see, everybody's got grenades and sidearms. I tried to give him a pistol, but it wouldn't let me, so he's got a sawed-off shotgun instead. And yeah, I think that'll do. So this isn't like true Reaper Squad, but it is, you know, Bones leading it, so technically this is Reaper Squad. And he might be a permanent member. The rest of these guys have seen action in several different squads, so I'm not too sure about them yet. But whatever, we'll roll with this.
Reconnaissance has picked up a weak advent signal, slowly moving
target is vulnerable, and as far as we can tell, the data may be tied to the alien operation we recently detected. Take out any hostile forces protecting the vehicle, secure the AO, and recover the assets.
Alright, so we've got to neutralize all the enemies in the area and then grab whatever is in the back of this vehicle. It says recover implant rejection analysis, so I guess that's what we're trying to nab here. For once, we're not in Novgorod. We're actually deploying to the outskirts of Volgograd. And so the way I'm figuring this is we'll probably set up in 2 different fire teams, essentially. We'll have like an Overwatch team with Chen and Bones. And then we'll have Aiko and Antoine being the runners that are actually going to approach the vehicle. I'll probably have Alexis back as well. Unless, of course, there's like turrets or something that need hacking, then obviously that'll be her main priority.
Menace 1-5, we've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Alright, so detection is going to be a big deal here. We do not want to get spotted, because if we are, it could make it real difficult to nab that before the bombs go off. So I think we're going to want to set up on top of this building. This spot right here actually gives us a pretty nice overlook of the target. So let's start moving in that direction. He's going to peek these windows. As far as we can tell, there's nobody in here, but they will hear us shattering these windows if we jump through them. Bones, we're going to get you topside. I'm going to run him to there. Let's keep him along the wall, actually. Let's go here. Let's go here.
Understood. Moving out.
Okay. Nobody up there with you. That's good. I don't think that's anything we need to worry about, but you never know. Let's push you up to here. Just because you getting in position is, you know, one of the more critical parts of our operation here. And then we'll have Chen run to here. Actually, we can get him all the way up to there. There's civilians out there, but I don't see any enemies. That might trigger them, though. And we're not really in a position to deal with them, so let's send him here instead. Or, you know what, that's probably fine right there. But yeah, we just don't want to, you know, aggro a pod of enemies before we're ready. Aiko, do I want to keep you guys on the ground, or do I want to send you on the roof as well? Because there is a way down right there. So it might be easier just to send everybody up and then have them hop down into this area. Again, I could send her to there, but we don't know what's here, and that might trigger a pod. Yeah, let's play it safe. I hate that it still shows her Wakizashi on her back, because I can't use it, and I want to use it. But, the game just won't let me, so I think we'll put Alexis, like, here. And Antoine, let's keep you right there for now. Because I don't want to send him up there before I know what's over here. Okay, so it's our turn again. Bones, I'm going to run you all the way to there. We know that there's nothing here. This is the edge of the map, by the way, so we're in a pretty good position here. Don't need to worry about anything coming from this direction, just ahead of us and to our left. So this is, I think, a good place as any. And we'll know exactly what we're dealing with on the road. Oh, that's fun.
This is an extremely well-equipped mechanized combat unit. We'll need to look for vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially since we didn't really bring any heavy weapons with us. Explosives are going to be really critical. If we can hit him... I mean, I guess that's going to be on Antoine then, because if he can get a claymore on that thing and we shoot it, that might shred both armor off of it and make our lives a whole lot easier. Potentially we could just kill it with Overwatch fire after that. Let's get Chen up to here. That'll allow us to get him into position to fire on the next turn. And I don't think anybody will be able to see him from there. As far as we can tell, there's nothing on the roof there. So there we go. Aiko, kind of tempted to run you on over here just to get a better look at this.
Through here.
Okay, no new enemies over there. That's good. Alright, and then Antoine. We need to get you on the roof as well. So that will do it. Don't want him on the ground because he needs to be... I think the throwing range on the Claymore is roughly the same as a grenade. So if he's up here and they were in their current position, he could hit them with it from there. And then it's just a matter of somebody shooting it. So, right about there I think is as good a place as any. And then once we kick that off, we need to get to this thing as quickly as possible. Luckily, it doesn't seem like there's any other enemies between us and it, so we'll put you on pistol Overwatch just in case. And let's see what they decide to do. They're coming toward us. Okay. Well, that makes the throw easier. Oh god, like walking right up to us. Luckily, they didn't notice us. The problem is, I can't move people into position now. That is kind of unfortunate. Because he's not going to be able to see anything from there. So, I could throw a frag. It shreds armor, but is it going to shred enough armor? That's the issue. With the amount of Overwatch shots we'll be putting on this thing, it may not matter. Because even 1 point off of it might be enough. And you can see him from there. So you will get Overwatch on him when he moves. Although the grenade will kill him outright, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and get into Overwatch here. We obviously can't move, so he's going to throw the grenade for us. I wish she could full auto-fire Overwatch, but go ahead and Overwatch.
I got your back.
Alexis, same deal. I wish I could spread us out, because he is going to try to fire rockets at us. Maybe them too, because they're so close. I could back you off, but that's... it might be a good idea to move you, actually. I just don't know where. But the farther apart we get people, the better off we'll be. I'm going to set him up here, I think. Okay, so he should avoid detection still. Go ahead and Overwatch from there. And that way, if it comes toward us after this explosion, he'll get a shot on it. Actually, he might get a shot on it regardless. Okay, so placement here is going to be critical. That looks good. Might get an explosion from the car too. Shredded one, 1 damage, and killed the grunt. Okay, so he's going to move. Triggers Overwatch. A little bit of damage there, and boom. Down he goes. Gotta watch out for that truck now. There we go. Alright, so 6 turns to get to the package. That's going to make this real interesting. Aiko, hustle out to here. Hopefully there's nobody standing by the truck. Nothing doing so far. Alexis, let's get you to here. Actually, that might be better. She's going to provide cover fire from a little bit closer up. Antoine, let's run you in that direction. And then Bones and Zhang are going to be our Overwatch from up top. He might need to get closer, though. I don't know that he's going to be very effective from that range, but for right now, that's perfectly fine.
Got your back.
Going to be very cautious here, and we'll put you on long watch. Alright, nothing doing. So Ico, I can get you to the truck. But we need to actually get inside it. I might just run her to there, because that's really good cover. And that'll allow her to access the door on this. Well, I mean, technically she probably could from there too. But let's go ahead and do it. Oh. Got a purifier there. Okay, so they're gonna move. Let's see. That's a flank on the purifier. So is that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. 74% chance. 3 to 5 damage. She needs a full 5 to get the kill. So let's see what our other options are first. I could get you to here. How do I want to handle that? Probably not a good idea to put him there. From here, he can take a pistol shot. So I think I'll move him to right there. We'll let her shoot, and then if she doesn't get the kill, we'll move him in, or we'll have him take a pistol shot to finish it. Let's get you down there. And maybe we'll suppress the sectoid. And let's see, if I put you there, you won't be able to fire your sniper rifle, but you have a 76% chance there. 4 to 6. You actually have a better chance to kill. Huh. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, he missed. Alright. Well, we tried. Let's see. That might actually... Yeah, that improves her chances to hit because of the tracer rounds. So go ahead and fire. Nice. And he explodes. Cool, so she earned a promotion from that. That's what we were looking for. And then you are going to sit in Overwatch. And you are going to suppress the sectoid. Alright, so he's going to res the purifier. That's going to explode and kill the purifier.
We're not going to recover anything from this site.
Ah, crap.
Lock down the AO and eliminate all remaining hostiles.
Well, that's the mission fail. Not a lot I could do about that. They put a purifier on the map and gave me very few options. Well, I mean, it was going to explode no matter what we did, so I, couldn't really change that. 94 right here, but that won't get a kill. Let's see if we can maybe move in. Actually, you have a flank. Nice. No kill, though. Luckily, that explosion didn't hurt you. I mean, she has blast padding, so she's pretty resistant to explosions, but obviously still want to avoid them. So 94. Go ahead and take the shot. There we go. Sectoid down.
Target neutralized.
And let's see. I'm going to put you here on Overwatch. We still have to neutralize the remaining enemies, so we've got a bit of hunting to do. Alexis, that's better cover. I'm just concerned that that fire might spread. You know what? Why don't you hack that for some experience? Let's see. We get a feedback effect either way, and that feedback will result in all enemies gaining a defense and mobility boost. That's pretty rough, actually. I'm gonna cancel this. She has like almost no chance of succeeding here, so as much as I'd like to do that, it's not worth it because we're probably just gonna end up buffing our enemies. Maybe if there's like one enemy left, we'll try it, but for right now, I just don't see that being a smart choice. And I think I'll put you on Overwatch right there. Let's get you to like here. And we'll put you on Overwatch there. Let's see what our friends decide to do. So what do we got? 2 grunts and a lancer? Could we be that lucky? Yeah, they just look like regular grunts to me. And Overwatch, go. Nice. Would have preferred that hit the lancer, but as long as we're taking enemies down. He ran through the fire, what an idiot. Alright, how do we want to handle this? Aiko could run up there and shoot him in the back. Let's see. That's a pretty good spot.
Yep.
And oh, that's fun. Good thing she's got cover from that side. Okay, so she's potentially flanked by that now. 86% here. We're gonna fire one of her shotguns, point blank. When I say one of her shotguns, I mean one of her barrels. There we go.
Nailed it.
So that guy's down. That's a flank on the Viper. That's not, but that might be a better spot for him. And let's see, where did the Purifier get to? He's over there.
Affirmative.
58%. I'll probably just put you on Overwatch. Let's get you up here.
Yeah, boy.
34, so we'll put you on Overwatch there as well. Probably gonna move you up to here. Looking at 63% on that. Might be worth taking that shot. And you've got not very good odds, so we'll probably just long watch you. And I'll let you fire. Damn. Okay, what's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna grab her. Okay. Well, crap. Nice. Okay, well, let's go kill ourselves a Viper. I mean, that's a good place as any, right? He just needs to be close.
Okay, je me dirige vers la cible.
Yeah, so just lay into it. Nice.
Cible abattue.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. The current area of operation is secure.
Well, unfortunately, we failed our objective, so we're actually not going to prevent that dark event from taking place. But we only had one minor wound, and I think we had at least one promotion. We killed all the enemies, so it could have been worse. Alright, so even though the mission was failed, we're going to go ahead and take a commemorative picture anyway. So here's the first deployment of Reaper Squad, although again, a lot of these squad members belong to other squads or will bounce around between them, but the fact that Bones had his first squad leading mission today is, I think, worth commemorating. So, back to the Avenger. Alright, keep your heads up, guys. Nothing can really be done there. Fortunately, that's just what happens when you put a Purifier next to a truck rigged with a bunch of explosives. It blows up. So let's take care of these promotions. Alexis Baviera is, of course, one of our hackers, so we're going to focus on that with her levels. She also has enough AP to maybe spend 30 of it on something else. So let's see. Hacker. Combat protocol. Send the gremlin to an enemy to jolt them, dealing guaranteed damage. Honestly, that's not a requirement for any further skills, and it's not something I really care about. It would be a nice like utility ability for her, but there's other things I'm far more concerned with. So I'm probably going to skip that. I'm wondering if run and gun would be better for her, because that allows her to take an action after dashing, and that action could be a hack. So it might allow her to hack something that she otherwise wouldn't have been able to because of distance. It also could allow her to obviously kill something that's a major threat to either her or her team. So I think run and gun is the way to go here, and it's probably going to be the way that we go for a lot of these characters because it's just such a useful ability. So yeah, let's make that happen. Now if we wanted to, we could spend those 40 points on another ability, but because she is so early in her career, and again, the hacking ability is kind of useless, I'm probably going to spend a good chunk of her AP on hacking skill. And because her combat intelligence is so high, she should be able to make up the AP back pretty quickly. So let's go back here, and then we'll level up Sergeant Thomas, or Sergeant Bones. And so let's see, what's the sniper ability available to him? Steady hands. If you did not move last turn, gain plus 10 aim and plus 10 crit chance. That's pretty good for a sniper. It's pretty good. I'm not too keen on this ability here because I very rarely will hunker him down, so we'll probably veer off of the sniper tree for that one. I'd also like to maybe look at, I think I said Scout last time, but not the Scout tree, although Phantom might be good on a character like him. That might be useful as well. There's definitely some stuff in Scout that would be good, but Spotter was also something I was going to consider. So he already can holo target as a free action, he just has to shoot at them. He doesn't actually have a holo targeter, so that's not really going to help. Holo targeted enemies are easier to critically hit, so that would be useful. I'm not sure. And then giving him some pistol abilities would be good too. Like, lightning hands would be pretty good. Quick draw would also be good. So there's a couple of different trees I think would be worth looking into for him. Let's go ahead and grab steady hands though. So if he sits still, he gets better aim, which, I mean, he'll do a lot of that. So there we go. And then I think I am going to spend another 30 on an ability. I think I'm going to give him lightning hands for now, since this isn't even an option yet, because that, again, could bail him out of some bad situations. And then as we go on, I'll probably continue to give him some gunslinger skills, just to, you know, keep him viable with his offhanded weapon. I assume that only works for his pistol. If that worked with his sniper rifle, that would be fantastic. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. And then those 7 points that remain will probably go toward aim or something. Alright, so we got ourselves an Elerium Core, another hair trigger. I like these on our heavies with their big guns because they tend to be on Overwatch quite a bit. They also tend to be suppressing quite a bit, and when they suppress, they get Overwatch if the character moves. So the chances of them triggering a second Overwatch, I don't know if this counts for Overwatch, but I'm assuming it does because it doesn't say that it doesn't. It just says when they miss, and if they miss on an Overwatch, it's still a miss, right? But I like those on the heavies for that reason. And then I should probably start equipping these on our melee weapons. The ones that are actually seeing combat anyways. Okay, so we'll need to disassemble this Advent mech, and that'll get us closer to building mechs or sparks of our own.
Hello, Commander.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. There was a third Dark event though. I'm wondering if we'll get another Guerrilla op to maybe prevent that one. Alright, well, that's going to do it for today. So next episode, you can expect to see quite a few more characters added to the list here. Well, I mean, we already had the 4 added, but they're going to get customized, obviously. We'll try to get some more stuff done up on the bridge. We're getting closer to being ready for that black site. In fact, I think we'll be doing it pretty soon. I've read that it's better to wait until after you have preferably mag weapons and plated armor. I don't think we're going to get that far because that's putting it off quite a bit. But if we could do it, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the black site. But that's something that we'll definitely need to tackle sooner rather than later, so we can't put it off for too long. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some XCOM 2 with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.